Aloha, gang. Guess what time it is? We're here. It's Monday. I'm actually doing it alive. And the dogs are happy. So pull up some paper so you can get some notes written on all this. I'm going to grab the treats right now, and I'll see you right after this.
Aloha and welcome to the Local My Life.
Hey, gang. Yes. Yes, guys. Okay. Treat of the day. We will see how long these last. Start the timer right now. Hopefully, they will last more than 5 minutes. It would be nice if that happened once in a while. So, if not, I have the backup of chicken bacon recipe. And then, of course, everyone's favorite, the Cheeto. Cheetos always win when it comes down to talking your dog into behaving for once in their lives. So, how are y'all doing? Let me see. Let me pull out my chat here so I can see y'all at the same time. Oh my gosh. A couple of you guys I saw the other day when we did that Amber Alert, but this is the first official live we're back to after what was way too long of a break. It's so nice to be back in the house now. Slowly getting into the street. Oh my gosh. You guys know what it's like when you've been out of the house for quite a while and you come home and you have like no groceries and it's just really bad. My mom and I spent over 2 hours at the grocery store yesterday. 2 hours. I'm not even going to tell you what the bill cost, especially nowadays with what groceries are costing lately. But it was ridiculous. But I'm so happy to be back. Oh my gosh. So, hello everyone. I do want to go through the chat list real quick. First of all, our dear Melissa Jade was the first one in the chat. In fact, almost as soon as she actually got the notification about stuff. And also, she's hopefully going to be getting all those things. I mean, thank you so much. The smile I got on my face when I saw, her, much less anyone in here saying hi that quickly, it really brought us up. Because I was like, will people even be back? It's been forever. Yes. So, hey. And then Robin, how you doing, my dear Robin? And KK, I gotta say, I'm so upset. KK and I were gonna try to get together, between airplanes and airports and we were gonna try to get together a couple times, and it just never, things happen. And unfortunately, I got stuck on the mainland, unable to go visit anyone. But soon, someday for sure, girl. Who else we got here? We got Kelly. Hello, Miss Kelly. By the way, I want to say thanks to all of you because when Mom fell, and I know I put a video out about this, but so many of you, and most of you guys are right here in this chat right now. A huge number of you guys are in this chat right now. You were sending me messages. You were sending me text messages, voice messages, everything, checking on me, checking on Mom. Is everything okay? Even, you guys know me well enough to say, hey, I know you're taking care of your mom, but how are you doing? Take care of yourself. And you guys really, honestly, it made the difference for me because I did not know how things would work out being stuck on the mainland. And my auntie was wonderful. My auntie and uncle were wonderful. And my cousin who graduated and all my other cousins, great. But if it hadn't been for you guys, it really made the difference for me. And also, but anyhow, moving on, Savage is there, been hanging out. We've had a lot going on in the community lately. And so, love you, my dear. And Aussie True Crime, how you, my dear? And let's see, who else? KK, Siren, I am so sorry we tried to make your live work, didn't we? Sorry, this is my creative way of not having a mess of water from melting ice. I put it in my coffee cup from this morning, so okay, whatever. I don't have a big desk. It's a tiny little, it's literally, my desk is here to here, if you can see my hands. So it's a sewing table right now, so. Let's see. Oh, Melissa J came in there, Savage. Yeah, but Siren and I, Siren has another live. I don't know, Siren, put in chat if you're rescheduling it so we can let everyone know. We were trying to push my live back a little bit so that it wouldn't interfere with his. And then another live got going, and it was an awesome live, by the way. And so sorry about all that siren. We tried to make it work. Sooner, midnight Eastern. Okay, midnight Eastern, which means we've got 40 minutes. We can do this. Yes, we will do this and get it ready so we can send all y'all over to sirens at the end of this. So where are we? Okay, y'all know there's never a shortage of missing people, unfortunately. I wish I could say I could go online and look and not find it, but I, on a whim, went to, there's a national database for missing people. Don't ask me why I did this. On a whim, I plugged into the database, January to now, just this year. I wanted to see how many had gone missing this year. It stopped after 10,000 and said, sorry, we cannot go beyond this 10,000 count. That's how many people are going missing. Now, yes, some of these missings, okay, may have planned on missing. Some of these may have been people who wandered away. Some may be runaways. Some may be abduction. They're not the classic stranger abduction. But as we've learned, the classic stranger abduction is not the only type of missing person out there. So in looking around today on Facebook, I came across a 39-year-old. So this is someone who falls in the age of all of us here. Okay, she falls smack dab in the age of many of us sitting right here talking right now. She's from Texas, actually, San Antonio. And let me bring this up. And there, okay, stop the timer. They've done eating what I gave them, so time to move on to the next street. Chrissy Powell. Chrissy went missing actually on July 5th. So this is fairly recent that she went missing. She's from the San Antonio area. Actually from an area of San Antonio called Apple Creek, the neighborhood. Basically, got a lot of questions on this one as to where things are going and a lot of different possibilities. And we talk all the time, speculation, that's where the police do it. But of course, we are human. We're going to sit here and we're going to have questions pop up. Well, what about this? What about that? That's just normal, yeah? So, some of the stuff going on with this, it's really scary, but tons of questions. This lady had just finished celebrating July the 4th, Independence Day. However, as we're going to go through, that day is a harder day for her. She has 2 children, a 3-year-old, if I remember, and a 12-year-old. The 12-year-old lives with her and her mom. The 3-year-old lives with her, well, his or her, I'm not sure, father, but Chrissy's ex-husband. The children are from 2 different parents. Hello, Red Rock. And so on 2021, I just got to get this in my head right, July 4th of 2021, there was a major change in her life. The 3-year-old ended up living with Dad. So any of you guys who have children probably could get an idea how hard that is. To have your child taken away from you, living with a parent, no matter what the reason is. Okay, that's not up for us to come up with or anything, but it's hard. And she was probably going through a lot at that time. Okay, was that related to the disappearance? We don't know. We don't know. All we know is she's, again, disappeared. The morning of the 6th, okay, let me go ahead and move on so you can get some pictures here of her. On the morning of July 5th, she got a phone call. She was supposed to go to work. She had just started a new job as a legal assistant at a law firm in San Antonio. She basically had gone to sleep. In the morning was supposed to go. Everyone at work says that she'd been really, really impressive at work. She's very responsible. She was someone that they enjoyed working with. No major problems there. She was late that morning. And after a couple hours, someone over there, I think it was her boss, gave a phone call to say, we're just checking on you. Are you sick? Is something wrong? Are you going to be in today? You know, that type of phone call. Thank you so much, Red Rock. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you. And so they called up, and she's like, what most of us would have done if you overslept. Oh, shit, I overslept. I'm coming in right away. Okay, so the last they heard from her is she was on her way in. There is Ring video of her. Here, let me pull that one right here. Ring video here of her leaving the house at that time. So we know she left. She left in a vehicle, which I'm going to describe the vehicle in a little bit. However, she never showed up. Around lunchtime, 12:30, they got a little concerned. This was not like her. It should not have taken 2 hours to get there. And they just had a bad feeling, one of the women at work said. It was a really bad feeling, and decided to actually go to her house and check on her. Okay, they could have made a phone call. There's some questions as to whether or not how this portion all happened. Earlier, I read that she had actually called her office, but her office is saying, no, we called her initially. So there's, of course, like normal, a lot of questions going on. So basically, someone came over to the house, got to the house, and ran into the 12-year-old at the house. Said, where's your mom? She hasn't come to work yet. And 12-year-old is like, she left this morning. And that's when they realized she had gone missing. The last anyone ever saw or heard from her is the picture you're seeing there. There is a real quick video of it. The video is really like 4 or 5 seconds. It's her walking down there. And you can tell she was in a rush. She wasn't running, but she was just kind of at a good pace, trying to get in the car. The vehicle is missing. Her vehicle is missing. She also, and this is where some of the concerns are coming in, and where I'm having some questions about, yes, could she have walked away, run away, things like that. She's got a medical problem. We don't know what this medical issue is, but it requires daily medication, which she does not have. On top of that, she left her phone at home on the bathroom. It was one of those things, okay, could she have left it there for purpose, or could it have been what I've done multiple times in my life where I'm running late and I've left something sitting there in the bathroom while I was getting ready? She also left her Apple Watch. So again, questions about, was it her just leaving on her own? Okay, more of a runaway type situation, or was it more of an abduction type situation? Phone, Apple Watch doesn't tell me much either way, but that medicine definitely gives me a concern. Someone who needs medicine, enough that San Antonio put her on an endangered missing person thing. Bingo, KK. I've been waiting for some comments in chat to pop up, and that was my first exact thought too. Her car is new enough to have GPS, right? And that's part of this whole thing. It should be. Okay, it's a 20. Now, I've heard, okay, here's the car she had. Her car itself is a black 2020 Nissan Rogue. And I'll have license plate on the poster and all that. I was trying to do some reading and everything, and from what I'm reading so far, and I may be missing something, that vehicle, they did not have the full GPS activated on everyone's car automatically. I think they're starting to move in that direction now, but 2 years ago, the 2-year-old model, in fact, my mom has a Nissan Rogue, and that was something I liked about it, is the GPS on it. So I'm hearing that it does not have the GPS. No matter what, it doesn't look like they found her car. Those of you who live in Texas know there are a lot of toll roads around. There's been nothing from a toll road. There's been nothing from cameras. That's the other question that pops up. What about the camera use? Okay, is anyone catching her? So a lot of little questions going on with this. I'm going to real quick. Yeah, Melissa, it's really got a lot of things here. This is actually the area she lives. Okay, so we're not talking, okay, if you look at the one picture, the drawn map, and you can see where her house is and where her work was. It wasn't that far. Okay, there's definitely quite a few intersections where I'm pretty sure they have intersection cameras and things like that there. Also, a lot of people made comments initially was, could she have gone off the road into water or something like that? That's one of the first things we thought, especially if she has a medical condition. Could something like that have happened? Well, looking at that picture there, there's not a lot of water there. Okay, what side of San Antonio? I'm not sure the exact side. It's in an area called Apple Creek, KK, so I'm sorry about that. I don't know that. I'll have to take a look. Okay, for some reason her car didn't. Thank you, Parker. By the way, hey, Parker, guys, check out Parker's channel. She's really doing some amazing work on missing people lately. Really amazing. So please go take a look at that real quick. Yeah, I thought the same thing, Parker. I was positive that everyone had GPS now, but I guess not. And again, we get back to the thing. No phone, no Apple Watch. So those two areas of GPS don't work. So many questions as we go through this. So looking at where she went missing from, it's not that far a drive to get there. It's a drive she was used to. She was in a rush. Yes. But beyond that, there's nothing. Now, couple things. I'm going to leave that up for a couple seconds before I bring up a couple more pictures of her. Let me see here. As I mentioned, Chrissy lived with her mom and her 12-year-old son. They'd been there. It seems like the wonderful relationship. Her mom has been on Facebook trying to get information out about her. All sorts of stuff on that level. Okay, KK, Northeast San Antonio. Thank you. So Northeast. Okay, so the opposite direction of where I was. Okay, got it. And so, family very involved. Now, couple things that I was pulling up here. And you guys know how I feel. I don't care if someone is a runaway or an abduction or whatever, they're in danger. Okay, they are in danger no matter what. So as we go through all this information, no matter which way it goes, we need to find this lady. Okay, she needs her medicine. She's got kids who need her. Okay, she's got a 3-year-old and a 12-year-old who need their mom. Plain and simple. So, police have been talking with the father of the 3-year-old child. They're trying to, I haven't heard anything about the other father, but the father of the 3-year-old child they've been talking with to find out if there's any possible issues there. Could he be involved in this? Things like that. There's also a history there because she has been known one other time to disappear. She disappeared with we don't know if it was the father of the 3-year-old, but was an ex-boyfriend. Okay, back in 2017 or 2018 for 4 to 5 days. She's not far from Six Flags. Thanks, KK. So she disappeared with someone for 4 to 5 days. Now, that initially would be something that makes people think, okay, we got a history of this happening. So maybe she'll just come back, things like that. There's a difference this time. And this is why I'm really kind of a little worried about this case. It's not following past history. There's too many holes in this. Last time this happened, she was in touch with her mother the whole time. Okay, her mom knew what was happening. Her mom does not know this time. She has not been in touch with anyone this time. That is a red flag on a totally different level. Robin, she has been missing since July 5th now. So we are talking, almost 2 weeks at this point? So this is not, even if it was, she went away for a break and was coming back. Okay, it's not. Yes, is there a reason that she could have? Yeah. Okay, if you think about it, if you had just celebrated the anniversary of your, hey Chris, welcome my dear. And if your child had been living with, their other parent, and you're celebrating that anniversary, which she had just done the day before, you're probably not in the best of places, yeah? Okay, it's hard. Not from what I hear. No activity on bank accounts either, from what I'm hearing. So there's been no real things saying that she's been out with people and all. Yes, it could have been a rough time and she could have left for a break, but in the past she's always let someone know. And she would have taken her medicine, things like that with her. Are there other ways around? Yes, totally. Anything is proof. Exactly, Robin. No matter what. There's no matter what. Okay, I talked with actually a member of our community a couple months ago, okay, who had had a family member actually run away. And that fear of not knowing where that person was. And we actually talked about in the future, maybe have it because that person did come home. And I was like, maybe if you can have that talk with them, that if they ever felt like they had to run away in the future, please keep in touch. You don't have to come home, but let me know you're fine. And that's fine. And so basically, what is happening now in this case is she spent the weekend. Okay, we're going back to that father. Sorry, I'm checking chat also. Okay, the father who has the 3-year-old and is completely cooperating with the police. And see, there you go, Robin. It's that thing when people run away, you don't know what's going on with them, and you want to know they're fine. So she just finished celebrating the anniversary of losing her child to her husband. At that point, there's that fear, okay, could something have happened in addition to that? The Sunday before this happened, and July 5th was, I meant to check this. July 5th was a Tuesday. The Sunday before she disappeared, she and this guy had a fight. So there were a lot of questions. Could that have been involved in something with this? Police truly do not think he's involved here. So that's one reason why I wanted to stop that thought fairly quickly. Police are saying that, you know what, they had been together as a family on the 4th, Saturday the 2nd, July 2nd, had a great time. She even told her mom, hey, I had an awesome time. We had a great time. But they had a huge blow up on the next day, which was the 3rd. And then she had Monday, the 4th happened, which would have been the hard day for her emotionally. Then she disappeared on the 5th. Could someone have nabbed her? Bingo. They could, definitely. Especially based off of the fact that she didn't have her medication with her. Okay, that last time she did run, okay, for a break, she had told her mom. There's so many possibilities here. So, but it is important for us to understand that the police do not see any foul play at this point. But they are worried because of the fact of the medications. That's where it comes down to. Other things within stuff that I've noticed, I did notice that on her Facebook, there is her profile picture has a DV ribbon on it. Now, all of us know, does that mean anything? Not necessarily. It could be that she was a victim of DV somewhere in her life. Okay, whether that is in a relationship with a family member's, a father of a child, or a date. It could be any of those things. Okay, it's there, it's something to look at, but it's not where the focus. The focus is she has disappeared. Where is she? The police have had a lot of action on what's been going on with her. They've had many leads from what I've heard. Okay, they've had quite a few leads. However, every single one seems to be false, misleading. Yes, Chris, you may tell me of another case because someone else has actually mentioned to me in my research another case that sounds very much like this. It'll be interesting if you come up with the same one. And so basically, okay, good night, Kelly. Love you. So actually, let me pull you guys up some more pictures because that's the important part is the pictures of her. And by the way, the pictures you're seeing here, that is the vehicle she went driving off in. So that gives you an idea of what it looks like. So there is a potential that she was spotted an hour north in Kerrville, Texas. Now, was that a false lead? Was it not? No one knows right now. They have not been able to track her there. They've just, someone from the area says, oh, I've seen her from there. So the police have been open about some of this, what they've seen, what they haven't seen, what they, are expecting. However, some of the important questions we haven't gotten the answers to. The important questions being, okay, did the GPS go off somewhere and they just aren't telling us? Okay, were there any cameras? Where was she last? Patrick Chapman, no, that might be a different one. I'll have to look into that one. The one I had heard was, I forget what her name is, but I think she was from Utah. She was a news anchor or newscaster. And it was the same type of thing that she had slept late and had gotten contact and was like, okay, I'm on my way into work and never showed up. It was the same exact type situation there. I'm going to have to look at Patrick. Thank you, Chris. And so there's a lot of different thoughts coming along with this. This lady is definitely someone who seems pretty dependable. Her office, the attorney who runs the office has been very verbal out in public, talking about her, saying that she was actually, in fact, let me pull this up here for some, sorry about this, gang. You can tell I'm not in my practice for this lately, can't you? And also, he had talked that she was just very punctual, very hardworking. She showed herself to be bright and personable. So this was not something they expected. It's not like this was an employee who was just all over the place, who you couldn't trust, was not dependable. Her mother is like, no, this is different. Something else is wrong in this case. So what we need to be doing at this point, I know she went through that fight and a hard day. No other mental illnesses that I know, but the problem we don't know right now is what is this healthcare issue? Is it a mental health issue? Is it something like diabetes or something that you have to have medication for? Okay, most times the police, if they're telling you that someone has an illness that is dangerous for them if they're not getting their medication, you're talking about something that if they don't have it, they could literally have problems. Okay, it's not like, okay, they have migraines and need medicine or something like that. Even though, trust me, as a migraine sufferer, you feel like you're not going to make it through the day. But we don't know of any specific others that I've heard yet. What is worrying me is there is one Facebook group about this. Really good, Jennifer Kess. There you go. Yes. Jody is the one. Okay, got it. Thank you, Red Rock. There's so many out there, and it's just, some of them may be ones that do run away, but we don't know. What if she was driving and something happened to her car? Okay, what if, the car, anyone knows, you can get anywhere you want to without going through a toll booth. Okay, so many different potentials that are out there. Now, we're into the same thing that we get into at any time someone's been missing. Once they've been gone for a certain amount of time, they could literally be anywhere. Okay, you're talking Texas here. I'm sorry to say it, but Texas is very close to the border, very close to where you could have trafficking type issues happening. Okay, so there's a lot of potentials that occur in these types of situations. And so we need to get the word out. It worries me that this this is another one of those cases, like so many were mentioning them in chat, and I've done other videos of them, of people who've just up and disappeared and no one knows about them. Most of them don't even have a Facebook group about them. We're lucky that we have a family who's pushing information about her on this, but we need to get the information further. Okay, we always say that we need to get it out there further, and the more you guys can do in helping get that out, okay, sharing it on YouTube, sharing this out, of course. Let's get this up in the algorithm so we can get more people watching and seeing her face and sharing it out. Again, like I've said in so many other times, okay, look at her and the different way you can look just based off of makeup you're wearing at that moment, how you're doing your hair. I look different when I have my hair up as to when it's down. Okay, if it's short versus long. That's why I included both pictures here, because to be honest, when I look at these two pictures, they don't necessarily look like the same person initially. So it's important to look at those things. Red Rock, I have mental, yep. Oh, you did. Okay, see, and that's the thing, Red Rock. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing that, because I think that's one reason why I've tied in with the missing, and because mental health has always been such a focus of what I do and what I'm interested in, because I've gone through my own challenges as a survivor. And that leads so quickly, as Red Rock just said, if you aren't taking meds and it's a mental health issue, you very quickly start not becoming who you normally could be or who you normally are. So finding these people becomes you got a 12-year-old whose mother is not there. Okay, they are going through the summer wondering what's happened to them. And getting those questions off, even if whether it's she herself made the decision or someone took her, getting that back. A 3-year-old whose mom has been pulled out of their life now. So those are the things we need to have. And Chris, I'm definitely going to look at Jennifer Kess. Let me in fact write that down just so I don't forget that. And also, there's so many possibilities here, and I don't want to lead people to the idea, oh, she ran, or oh, she was, you guys know how I feel about, okay, going in and speculating on things. But you know what? It is normal for us to speculate, but it doesn't make a difference on how much energy we put towards finding her. And that's, if there's any, here she goes, love you, my dear. That's what we're here for, is to find. So getting the word out, getting her in there. I have started, for those of you on TikTok, please look up the Local My Life. I only have 2 up so far, but I'm trying to turn all my videos into a quick poster. So we know, as I mentioned the other day, we know so many teenagers, our runaway crowd, okay, are on TikTok. They are the ones who are going to see the pictures of someone when they're out about on the street, wherever they might be. So a lot of people are out there now trying to hit up TikTok to make sure this stuff is out on TikTok. So please take a look on TikTok for that. And if you come about it, help forward things out. Instagram, anywhere we can do. That's where it comes out. I'm going to post the YouTube poster you see, the Instagram poster, and I need to finish the TikTok poster, and then I will post the TikTok poster also. I promise that. So you guys can share those things out. I kind of ran out of time on that one. So if you guys, I know I want to finish up and give everyone time to go and grab themselves a drink or something before heading to Sirens. So please, I'm going to start pulling that together. Chris, yes. I'm going to hear 1 second. Let me pull you up my email. Oh, yes, I'm not giving you treats, am I? Oh, my gosh. Anyone who has any cases, because I really, truly want to start looking at not just the missing children. Yes, that's very important, but we have the missing teenagers. We have silver alerts. If you guys can help me in sending me when you hear of a story that needs to be shared, because we need to get these stories out. And also, it's not limited to people who've just gone missing in the last week or 2. Okay, I don't care how long they've been missing. We need to follow up on them. We need to get the word out about them, because there may be, okay, as was said here, there was someone who ran away for 7 years. okay, and they got into a situation and all, but they're home. So we need to do those types of things. So if you can please, Chris, thank you. I really would appreciate it. And KK, I love you, my dear. And so if you can help me in getting all that stuff out. And KK or anyone else who has Facebook, please join Cold Cases. It's a public group. Yes. Yes. And you know what, Chris, maybe what I can do is try to get that out through some of my comments and all that. And so the more we can work together as a team, hey, you know what? That's how all this works, is as a team. Are we going to use all of our energy and all the talent that is out there in YouTube land for drama? Sorry, I'm going to say this. Or are we going to use some of that energy to make a difference? I choose to make a difference. Let's make a difference for it. So, West trial was pushed. Oh, gosh. You know, and that's the other thing, getting you guys some updates. There's some updates coming up with Ariel Sellers. I'll be bringing those to you in the next week or two. So please keep an eye out for those things. As I said, please keep an eye. Sleuth has done an amazing job. Savage has an amazing channel. Parker, you guys know where there's so many places out there that can help us get the word out. And like I say, be their voice. These missing people don't have a voice. Let's be their voice and help bring them home as much as we can. Let's get the word out. So after this, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if Siren's here because he's ready to go live in a second. Otherwise, I'd say if you can get his Siren, if you're here and want to share your link, please share your link. If not, please check out Siren Jack. He's going to be going live in about 8 minutes. KK, yes, let's keep talking. Let's definitely keep talking. I've been so busy lately, I haven't known if I'm up, down, or wherever. As you can tell, my mind's all over today for some reason, but we'll be getting back into normal. So, but if you can share anything with me, Chris, whatever you have, anyone else, I'd love it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you over at Sirens in about 8 minutes, and I will talk to you in the future. Hey, guys, I love being back. I missed hanging out. I really did. So thank you guys so much. Thank you always for being there. Thank you for dealing with the dogs barking the whole time because I'm ready to kill them right now. I came home literally. Okay, now just talk story here. Yeah, now we go talk story. I got home and literally, let's see if I can catch him. I don't know if I can catch him. I can catch this one. Okay, good, little boy. My brother did not brush him while I was gone. So we had tons of tangles. So someone got totally, utterly cut short. You want to say goodbye to everyone? Okay, you go say, but let me give them treats. So there. Okay, say goodbye to everyone. Bye all. Say bye-bye, Wrigley. Yes. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all and see ya. Bye-bye. Aloha. Bye-bye.